What's up, YouTube? It's Eldridge Bell here with another edition of Let It Rip Sports Show. And my God, did y'all see that game yesterday? Chiefs versus the Denver Broncos. Whoo! And that's some Madden type stuff right there. That was a video game right there because that's endings like that don't happen typically in the NFL. But hey, that's why you play the game, right? And you gotta feel for the Chiefs because when they look back at the film. Actually, they shouldn't even look at the film. They should just throw that film away and say, you know what, that Thursday Night Football game didn't happen because they choked. They choked. Reggie Miller choked. No reason the Denver Broncos should have won that game. The Denver Broncos should be thanking their lucky stars. They should go to church on Sunday and say, thank you, Lord, for giving us this win. Because, my God, if the Kansas City Chiefs hadn't had 2 turnovers in the red zone, this game doesn't even come close to competitive in the third and fourth quarter. But I will give the Denver Broncos credit because they were resilient. And I give credit to Peyton Manning because he looked rough in that first quarter to midway second quarter. He looked rough. And thank God he was able to come back and become his masterful Peyton self because, whoo, if he had lost that game the way they played in the first quarter, the whole media, national and local, would have been saying Peyton Manning needs to hang it up. Put in Brock Osweiler. But thankfully, Peyton Manning gets to survive another week. But man, the Chiefs going to them. Questionable play calling at the end of the first half. I won't blame Andy Reid for running the ball in the fourth quarter. You don't think Jamal Charles is going to put the ball on the ground. And speaking of Jamal Charles, you got to feel bad for that dude. I mean, he had 100 yards, he had a touchdown, but 2 fumbles. Obviously, the last one was a costly one with around 45 seconds to go, under a minute rather, where he gets a pick 6 off of his fumble. Not the pick 6, but a fumble recovery for a touchdown. Man, you just got to feel for that dude. But give kudos to Gary Kubiak keeping his team together, Peyton Manning fighting, and that Denver Broncos defense. My God, Wade Phillips. Whoo! That man is a mastermind when it comes to defense. Everywhere he goes, the defense has a significant uprise. And that's what you're seeing with this Denver Broncos, that they are flying around. That pass rush with Von Miller and DeMarcus Ware. Whoo! It's nice. And Trevathan, Brandon Marshall, and the linebacking core. Stupid. They're stupid fast. And then you got Talib and Clark in the secondary. They're making plays out there. And Roby making stupid plays. That defense is going to have to carry this team for a while. So looking forward to it. They're going to make a lot of changes because there was a lot of exposed in this game on both sides. And I say more for the Broncos were more exposed, in my personal opinion, because Gary Kubiak and Peyton Manning, I know there's been a lot made in national media about them being a feud about how to run the offense, but they've got to work something out because if you're going to have Peyton Manning throwing the ball 45 times a game, he's going to be gassed by week 8, and your team's going to be done because that even if the quarterback was 34 years old instead of close to 40, you don't want your quarterback throwing 45 times a game. That just doesn't happen. So they have to find a way to materialize a run game because you had Ronnie Hillman with 34 yards. You had C.J. Anderson with 27 yards. You got to have a better running game than that because if once you face a team who can actually throw to receivers, you're gonna need something to control the clock, to protect the lead. Because if you get a quick strike offense like the Bengals or the Steelers or anybody who can throw to a receiver, you're gonna be in trouble. So you're gonna have to find a way to control the clock. And you do that with a run game. You don't want Peyton Manning throwing 45 times a game. You just don't. So they got to work that out because that offense is going to get exposed sooner or later. You just can't throw it around without throwing picks. And another reason why the Broncos were lucky to win this game because the Chiefs DBs dropped 2 picks. Peyton Manning should have had 3 picks in that game, but only had 1. If they catch those balls, this game is completely different. And obviously the turnovers. For the Chiefs, going forward after this game, you just got to burn the tape, like I said earlier in the season, earlier in the tape. You got to burn this tape and say, you know what, this game didn't happen. Let's move on to week 3. Didn't happen. If I'm Andy Reid, You say, look, we made some questionable calls. I made some questionable calls. We had some questionable playing out there. Hey, that was practice. That was a walkthrough. Now we're going to the real game in week 3, okay? Because you don't want this lingering in your mind. You losing a game like that, in the way they did, that could linger all year, and you don't want that. But specifically, that defense, stupid good. I think they're a little bit further along because I believe their DBs for KC, nice. Peters, that rookie DB, he looks to be the true truth. The safeties are good. That linebackers are good. Derek Johnson. The D-line is good. Tom Ali. Houston, that defense is solid. The real issue is, and it's no surprise, is the offense. Outside of Jamal Charles and Travis Kelce, nobody made plays really. You had Jeremy Maclin, had 4 balls for, I believe, 54 yards or something like that. Alex Smith has got to find a way to incorporate his wide receivers because you can't win just running the ball and having one tight end. As Tony Gonzalez said when he was with the Chiefs, you just can't win. Long term, you can win a couple of games in the regular season, but playoffs, you got to hit the wide receiver. So that was my critique of the game. Whew, hell of a game. Let me know what you guys think. Do you think that the Denver Broncos got exposed in terms of their offense where they can't run the ball? Do you think they can actually keep going this far with Peyton Manning throwing the ball 45 times a game? Do you think that's a smart way for them to win? And what do you think about the Chiefs? Do you think this will be a hangover? Do you think he'll linger with them? Do you think this is the start of the end of their season, even though it's only week 2? Tell me what you guys think. Don't forget to leave comments and or suggestions. And please don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel, Let It Rip Sports Show. Y'all have a good weekend, ladies and gentlemen.